Hi, this is Terry Perkins, and this reflection is for ISTE Standards for Coaches number 5, Digital Citizenship. And in general, this standard is about technology coaches modeling and promoting digital citizenship. And the first two artifacts that I've included in this standard pertain to number 5, heading B. And I've taken the first artifact from EDTH 732, a course titled Ethical Use of Information, and the assignment was titled Classroom Project. Now, the goal of this assignment was to create a project that allows the students to grow in their understanding and abilities connected to the ethical use of information. We were to ask ourselves what skill needs our students had concerning the ethical use of information. The type of project I designed was a set of elementary level lesson plans addressing plagiarism. This project meets that subheading B, which states model and facilitates safe, healthy, legal, and ethical uses of digital information and technology. These set of elementary level lesson plans emphasize how to properly research a topic, cite, quote, and also design unique and original work. As students use the internet more, they need to grow in their understanding of how to properly give credit when composing a report or research paper. I was very excited to embark on this project because our district has a tremendous need for digital citizenship training, especially how to use information ethically. Common Sense Media was a great resource for me as I considered age-appropriate lesson ideas on the topic of plagiarism. They offered a scope and sequence of digital citizenship curriculum to help me discern what level of instruction is best suited for my students. Well, as a result of this project, I learned that teachers, myself included, are responsible to educate their students about the ethical use of information. We cannot jump to the conclusion that students are being deceptive when we realize they've copied someone else's work and claimed it as their own. They may just need help in understanding plagiarism, how to avoid it, and how to responsibly use someone else's material. The second artifact that fell under the same subheading B in this standard number 5 was from the course EDTH 868, Educational Tech Applications. And the project was titled Copyright and Fair Use Top 10 List. The goal of this assignment was to create a display-ready copyright and fair use top 10 list that was attractive and easy to read and understand. Well, we had the choice of focusing on just one aspect of copyright or fair use, or concentrate on the topic in general. It needed to include specifics from the resources we studied and, of course, citing those sources. This project meets the ISTE standards, subheading B, that I mentioned before. This top 10 list aids in the understanding of Creative Commons licenses. Fair use is not free use, policing the district's website, acceptable use policies, and copyright law. This kind of teaching material promotes safe, healthy, legal, and ethical uses of digital information and technologies for our students and staffs. Well, this topic was fairly new to me, so I learned a great deal about copyright law, fair use, and Creative Commons. A resource that increased my understanding of these topics was a wiki page titled Copyright Confusion. It offers a clear explanation with examples of how teachers and students may use copyrighted materials legally for teaching and learning. The fact that the final product is eye-catching, interesting, and laid out in an organized fashion are all strengths. However, if I were to revise this easily infographic, I would probably make some of the text larger so it would be easier to read from a distance. The third artifact that I included in this number 5 standard digital citizenship is from the course EDTH 805, Design and Production of Instructional Materials. And the assignment was called Visual Literacy. This assignment included studying resources that explained what visual literacy is, taking a photo with a camera and placing it in a document saved as a PDF file, collaborating in and building activities that teach visual literacy skills, and discussing, in the format of a voice thread, concepts relating to visual literacy. This assignment meets the standard number 5, subheading B or C, model and promote diversity, cultural understanding, and global awareness by using digital age communication and collaboration tools to interact locally and globally with students, peers, parents, and the larger community. I wanted the children to understand real-world problems addressed in this for the lack of visual literacy taught in education. I learned the importance of collaborating with others in learning and teaching the skills involved in visual literacy. I also produced images that can be used to help teachers and students develop visual literacy skills. Before completing this assignment, my understanding of visual literacy was basically being able to make sense of images, such as photos and videos, and really not understanding that it's actually a skill that needs to be taught. Today, I have a much more realistic understanding of visual literacy and see the need to help teachers and students be efficient in visual literacy skills, because in our present technology-driven world, we consume many images every day in what may be considered a passive, undiscerning manner. I've learned the importance of personally reflecting on any exposure I have with media and sharing those analytical skills with others, especially my students. I've learned that visual literacy includes having an alertness to and a meditating on what is observed when we see images in all forms of media. The chapter from the visual literacy book, as well as the TEDx video named The Power to Tell the Difference, Visual Literacy is a Visual Age, by Don Levy, it provided much insight about what critical thinking skills are needed, because images are remembered better than text. And we are exposed to visuals every day, and we need to have a mind to discern what we see. The book chapter about visual literacy also included helpful ideas of how to teach these skills to students and what standards are expected in developing visual literacy abilities. I plan to revisit those ideas for our next school year. A problem I encountered while working on this assignment was acquiring a photo editing software, although there were many options and some at no cost, because my device is issued from my school. I needed special permission to download this software. But when I discovered that I could manipulate photos using Facebook, I used my phone to edit the photos. Problem solved.